What did you do to get Xander back in a hurry? Probably not soon enough for you.
Right,
Still,
right.
You got him back quickly.
Yeah, it was good to get him back. He really energized the running game. I think the complement between him and King, and then obviously incorporating Jackson in there, it was a nice little mix. And I kind of like the way the reps came out and the production that we had. And it was good to get back in the end zone. It's been a while. And, to get Xander back, for him to get right back in the end zone, it really helped us and kind of rejuvenated us a little bit.
Just the process to get him back, and just how just the everything that he had to go through to get back, to get cleared, and to get out there and play.
Yeah, it was a process. He had a big injury early on in the season, and obviously, there was a surgery performed, and then the healing process. There was a while we had to kind of sit down and allow the wound to heal and things like that before we could start activity. So, it was a daunting process. It was a lot on him physically and a lot on him mentally, but he's a sharp kid. He's physically tough. He's mentally tough, and he stayed locked in. He really helped the guys while he was out, and it's just different when you're not able to be in the game, and having him back out there and his leadership was really critical for us to take the next step, and we're excited to get him going and get him a little bit more healthy this week.
Just the emotional lift, too, that he gave.
Yes.
Not only gave the room, but gave the offense on Saturday.
Yeah, he's still athletic. Even though, he may not be quite where we want him, on the second carry, he hurdles the guy. He shows you he's athletic, and every day he's getting a little bit better. And so we're excited about him. But like you said, emotionally, the team just felt, a lift when he came into the game, and we definitely felt it on the scoreboard too.
What was your reaction when he tried to hurdle on the second carry after coming off a leg injury?
I was a little nervous, but I was like, okay. And when he cleared the guy, I was like, okay, well, let's go then. He's back. And so I think that really did something for the team. Just to see him back out there. They know how he's had a long road and really battled back. And then to come out there and be back to himself and hurdling guys, it was awesome.
Yeah, at what point last week did you know he was a go?
Pretty early in the week. He had a decent week of practice. We did a good job managing him throughout the week. Wanted to make sure he got to Saturday and didn't have too much on him throughout the week. And so he had a good week of limited reps, and we felt good about him. Every day he kind of felt better and better, and on Friday he was ready to rock and roll.
Did you have him on a snap count limit
Yes.
or carry limit?
I did have him on a pitch count. Yeah, and you probably would have saw a little bit more of him towards the latter part of the game, but at that stage, we felt decent about where we were with the lead, and I didn't want to risk anything there late, and just give him a little bit more time to heal. But I had a pitch count in my head going into the game for sure.
How about King Daru? He was pretty solid Saturday, and has really filled a big role for you guys with all you've been through in your room.
Yes, yeah. King has been steady. He's been steady all the way, and it's just great to have him and 40 in there. Just the leadership, the experience. There's some things that I can't coach that those guys have seen through being in the game, and those things that he made a critical fourth down conversion. He did a good job. Picked up some blitzes and ran hard. Need him to run a little bit harder at times and make a few more people miss, but it was good. He was steady all day, and I think it was good to have the good mix of Xander, King, and Jackson in there.
How's Samson James doing?
He's doing great. Every day he's picking it up. It's a lot to pick up the playbook this quickly, and I kind of feel like he's just now starting to get his feet underneath him from a mental standpoint and being able to line up and play and not think as much. So he's doing really good. I'm excited about him whenever we can get him cleared.
Just to see the running game come together like it did. Jeff talked about making sure that he committed to calling more run plays and staying with it. It's something that you guys have not. You guys have just struggled in that area all year, but to see it come together in that moment, what was that like?
Oh, it was utopia. You know what I mean? Like it was beautiful. I just want to be a team player, and whatever we do best, I want to do that. But I do think that when you have balance, the defense, you have to keep them honest a little bit. When there is the threat of the run game, they have to play both the run and the pass. And we've got some great receivers. We've got quarterbacks that can push it downfield. So the defense really, it puts them in a bind, when they have to play the run and the pass. Do they commit to the box or do they commit outside? And then we can hurt them both ways. So, just his balance and the way he called the game, I thought was tremendous. And I think it showed on the time of possession, too. We almost held the ball for twice the amount of time that Nebraska had the ball. And so in this league, that's critical, because you can shorten the game that way and kind of can dictate a little bit more.
What do you want to see out of the running game this week?
The same. I want to see us take the next step, though. I want to see us get in the end zone again, and I want to see us create some more explosive plays. That's something we've been harping on for a while. We need to create some more explosive plays, and I think that we're taking the next step, and we're working hard this week. And the guys have really been assignment sound, so they're chomping at the bit and ready to get after this week.
Hey, Chris, when did Jackson really start taking a lot of running back reps? How many weeks ago was that?
A couple weeks ago, and he's a sharp kid. I mean, we've kind of been like tinkering with him since we've been here, kind of in the backfield here and there when we get some injuries and things like that. And he's got a lot of running back in his background from high school, so he's kind of natural at that position. And so he's been getting real reps in practice for a couple weeks now at the position.
What's a week of practice look like for Jackson? Is he like coming to your guys' group just certain segments every day? Is it like one day at running back, one day at receiver? What kind is he doing throughout the week?
Well, it kind of depends on the day. It depends on the period. But he's with me. He spends some time with me every day, and he obviously spends a lot of time with Coach Shep. But certain periods, like when we're working inside run, I'll grab him. And yeah, you need to get a couple runs in here. You need some people close to you so you can feel what it's like and make your reads in traffic, And so he's been great. He's been great, and he does a good job in the slot. We motion him out. We motion him in the backfield, and he's a smart kid, so you can kind of move him around. And he really gives us a weapon. Mm-hmm.